All right, here we are at Lowe's. Gonna go in there and get the plywood and the 2x4s. Okay, we're in the treated lumber section here. We're gonna go ahead and grab 7 2x4x8s and 2 sheets of 4x8 treated plywood. Got to pick through these now, make sure we get some sheets that aren't split and don't have too many knots. We're gonna make sure we get the stuff that we want and that we can deal with. So we're gonna go ahead and get these 2 pieces right here. I can deal with those. Then we got a box of screws right here. All we need now is our 2x4s. We're gonna need 7 of these, 4 for the outside box, and 3 in the middle. Spacing the 2x4s in the middle every 2 feet. These are good. I don't have no problems with these. This is easy. Alright, here we are at the cash register. Ooh, energy drinks. Rockstar. That's my favorite energy drink right there. So the 2x4s, plywood, the box of screws. Alright gang, here's where we're at. Here's my ramp. You've already seen this in previous tour video of my ramp here. The 6-footer, the 4-footer, and I've got all that flat section right there. And then I built this little extension, flat extension right here. All of that is a 16 by 24 section for flatland riding. Now if you look right here, that section's all free space right now. I would like to have that section filled in with a flat. This will also help me with my flatland riding. I'll have more space back here. That's going to be on this video, part 1, is building that flat. Now here's my other idea. Right there, I'm going to build a box jump that's 16 feet long, about 18 inches off the ground, and 3 feet wide, so I can come up off of this ramp and generate a little bit of speed and come over here and get up onto the box jump and work on tail whips, 180 outs, grinds on the box, and other tricks. And then when I jump off of it, I'll have this flat section right here to land on and turn around and come back over here and what have you. So what we got here right now is the 2 sheets of 4x8 plywood. We got the 2x4s. I got a level, I got a drill, and I got a marker or an 8x8 section. I don't need anything special. We're only going to make some basic cuts, so it's going to be pretty much straightforward. The hard part about this project is going to be this. All of my ramp is not on the ground. I have all the lumber sitting on bricks to keep the ramp off the ground from the moisture. The problem with that is in order to get level, I have to do some digging to put those bricks down into the ground to set the 2x4s on. And this is all inches and inches of gravel, and it takes some time to dig all that out. So let's jump into it, and let's get the ball rolling here so we can get this project done today. I'm going to use the stone and the bricks that are underneath this section already to put my other 2x4 on. Okay, so nothing is ever as easy as you planned it to be. I had to do some digging right there and put a brick down underneath that section right there so that the 2x4 can rest on that. So that one's resting there. And now we got the next section that's going to go across here and rest on those. Okay, I got that measured at 8 foot. I'm not going to worry about cutting the rest of it off because it's just going to be back here and not used. So right there, that section of the ramp, from right there where I need to start to right here is marked at 8 foot. Now we're going to do the cross piece right here, from there to right here, to get that section right there. All right, check it out, gang. Got a brick down here, a brick down there, where the sections come together. That's what we got so far. Put a level on that 2x4, level on that 2x4, level on that 2x4, and they're all pretty level. Okay, so our plywood is going to be resting up against this, and it's going to be 8 feet long. So we need to measure from up against this piece of plywood down the 2x4 to right here. That's 8 foot. And I did the same thing there. All right, so in order to get this to be 8 feet wide, you have to take the width of this 2x4 and multiply it by 2, and take your 8 foot 2x4 and cut that much off so that when it fits inside of here, it will be 8 feet wide from there to there. Okay, I got 3 supports on each 8 foot section. I have a support there, one in the middle there, and one on the end. Now I'm going to put 3 sections that go across. Each section is going to be 2 feet. So every 2 feet I'm going to go with a 2x4 stud. Marked them off right here. There's the 8 foot. There's the first stud at 2 feet. There's the second one. And then there's the third one. And under each stud is going to be a stone or a brick that's going to help support it from underneath. And I have all of those bricks or stones underneath each section. And I did the same over here on the other side. Everything is level. What we have right now is an 8 foot by 8 foot section, and it's almost perfect. Now all we got to do is cut the interior studs, and what you'll do in order to keep it at 8 foot, you take an 8 foot stud, multiply the width of these times 2, and then you place them in the center, and we will check to see if it's level again, and then all we have left to do is to screw them all in. Okay, that took a while. Always allow more time for a job than you anticipate. But everything is on there with support stones underneath, and everything is level. I had to do a lot of digging in that gravel in order to get those stones set at certain depths in order to allow for a nice level foundation here. So as you can see, I got stones going along each half of a section. So there's a stone there, there, and there. And then I had to dig out some gravel with the shovel so that in between each one of these sections, it can breathe and dry out because I don't want moisture trapped in there. So this is all ready to drill in with the screws, bring everything together, and then we're going to tack the plywood on. Drag this over here. And I'm going to run long ways like this, like that section's doing right there. Know where your stud's at. I put a mark right here that shows me the stud runs along this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find that dot that I made, and I'm going to drive a screw in. Okay, so I have a mark right here that shows where the stud's at. So let's put this last piece on here and drive this home. Okay, so here we are. There's the 8x8 section, the add-on. That looks really nice. That's going to help. This is part 1 of the video. It's putting the 8x8 section right here. And now what we want to do pretty soon for part 2 is we're going to put a box jump right here, so that we can grind and do tricks up off the box jump. And then that 8x8 section back there that now has a place to land and ride, we can use that as a landing area, a recovery area, where we can come off and turn around, and then we'll have all that back there to return to. So this is getting to be a nice little indoor park, gang. I'm pretty stoked with this.